Okay, hello. I'm gonna try and explain my method for getting this new hyper jump. Um, First thing I do, just line up. Don't be too far to the right, because you'll just like get popped out the side. Just be like here, I guess, ish. Um, just hold forward. First step you can do. And then you're gonna be watching the crate while it's bouncing. And let's see if I can get a pause at the right time. Oh. Harder to push pause at the right time than to push jump. Okay, there we go. Like around here, like before the crate hits the bounce crate, but not too early. You want to start mashing jump, um, and still be holding forward. It's gonna take me a while to fall. Um, After that, so you're mashing and you're holding forward. You let go of forward while once you're on top of the bouncy crate. Let go of forward, so you're neutral. You're not touching anything on the D-pad. You're still mashing. And then that triggers the hyper jump basically. After that, you just move off of it. I jumped too early that time. Okay, honestly, that's literally it. Just line up, hold forward, start mashing at the right time, and let go of forward at the right time. And make sure you wait until the hyper has triggered to actually start moving. I think I was late that time. I think I was late again. Okay. So then once you trigger the hyper, I just hold diagonal to the right when I get off of the metal crate, and I try to my cursor. It is nice. There's not really anything I like try to line up. It's just like where this line is relative to this is kind of what I look at. It like around here is good. It doesn't have to be super precise. As long as you're not too far right, the camera will still snap to the back where the like Cortex TV is, and that's all you really need to see. So just roughly like here. You can find your own visual cue, I guess, for how you want to line things up. I kind of just look at the gap between like the edge of this and the edge of this, but there's probably a lot of things you could look at. Then you just hold forward once you've moved that far right. The camera will swap here. If you're quick enough, you can kind of like bring the camera over and it'll actually go down past the checkpoint stuff, but it's a little weird. Sometimes it doesn't follow, but it's fine because it'll still snap back here regardless. And once the camera has snapped here, I just count like 4 seconds out. Once the camera has finished snapping here, I should say, not when it like starts moving, but once it's like set here, I start counting 4 seconds. So I accidentally quit. Nice. Okay, let's try this again. So if you line up here, the camera followed this time because it's my second time doing it. Once the camera's here, 1, 2, 3, 4, let go. Okay. So I went a little too far because I landed on the platform rather than the ledge before. So I'll try again. Here, forward. Just keep holding forward. Again, the camera only does this when you're practicing because it's like you've already snapped once. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. Okay. If you're lucky, sometimes the hyper just perfectly ends right as you reach this, like that. That was like super fucking optimal actually. To have your hyper just naturally land you right here. Normally though, you're gonna be floating in the air for like a good 3 seconds before you actually land here. If you end up landing like way back here, the camera automatically fixes itself. Um, Otherwise, you need to either like do this, or you can do it down here also. Uh, just be careful that once you come back, let go of your D-pad. Don't keep holding left, because when the camera snaps back over here, your left input will become like a diagonal input, and you can end up falling down here. So you'll like land over here. You just come over here, jump, land, neutral, and then walk onto the platform, and then you're just good to go. Yeah, hopefully that's somewhat helpful. I didn't really have the time to make a full guide, but if there's any questions, obviously I can help explain more. Yeah, enjoy.